Hey guys, Blast here, and I'm back with another video, basically a part 2 to my other video that I made a while back for the Dead by Daylight, adding one new outfit for each licensed character. Well, today, the part 2 is basically adding one legendary skin, or maybe legendary outfit, I guess outfit, legendary, whatever. Legendary skin for each of the licensed characters in the game, Survivor and Killer. So I'm going to do this video real quick because I honestly haven't uploaded in a while. And I finally have more time to make more videos, so let's just let's start. So I'm trying to release this by Monday, so let's get to it. Our first character, Laurie Strode from the Halloween franchise. I personally think Allison Nelson, which is the granddaughter, I think she should be added as a legendary skin, and of course, hopefully, if she's added, we'll get the burnt skin for Michael. Like, I don't even know why that skin's not even in the game yet. Come on, man. Just we already know you can buy new licenses within the same franchise, like they did with the Alien vs. Predator grid skin for Alien. So I don't know why they didn't just do it already. Please. Next, Bill. Left 4 Dead was kind of hard to choose since there's so many different characters that could, like, there's 8. So minus Bill, there's 7 other characters that I think deserve spots in Left 4 Dead, not just as skins like for the original Survivors, but actual characters. Survivors, either legendary skin or whatever. But if I really had to choose one, I would go with Coach. Coach is basically the Bill of Left 4 Dead 2. He's the leader, he's arguably the most likable character of the group. So Coach would be an amazing legendary skin for Bill. Quentin of Nightmare on Elm Street. So Quentin, his was kind of tough since I would say Nancy, but Nancy from the remake wasn't a very interesting character, and then Nancy from the original series deserves her own chapter with the original Freddy. So if I had to just choose one other person other than Nancy, I would say Jesse Walsh from the Nightmare on Elm Street 2. He's the guy that basically Freddy tries to get inside of him. It's a good movie though. But Jesse Walsh, oh my god, I'm having trouble saying that last name. At least a level 2 Blast can't speak, so whatever. He would be my choice for a legendary skin for Quentin. Next we have Detective Tapp of Saw. There are actually a lot of characters I like in the Saw franchise, but if I really had to go with one, I would probably go with Detective Allison Carey. She's from Saw 1, and if I'm not mistaken, she's in Saw 2, or does she die in the beginning of Saw 2? I don't remember. I remember how she dies because it's a good death trap that Amanda sets up. But Allison Carey, I think she should. Oh my god, I can't speak again. I think she should be a legendary skin for Tapp. Next, we have Ashley J. Williams of Evil Dead, my goat. If I got to choose one legendary skin, because there's honestly a few characters that come to mind, I would say that Pablo and Kelly deserve to be real survivors, not just legendary skins. So besides Kelly and Pablo, I think Ash's daughter Brandy Barr should be a legendary skin for him. I mean, she's already in the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show, so it's just one extra step. So for Stranger Things, Nancy and Steve. For Nancy, she has to get Robin Buckley and Steve Eddie Munson. It's just the most popular choices and the choices that just make sense, and I'm surprised they haven't implemented them yet. So maybe in the future, maybe. For Cheryl Mason, I'm going with the last character that I'm surprised we haven't even got yet, Harry Mason, her father. He's the main character of Silent Hill 1, and he's the one that goes and looks for her and eventually saves her. A really good character, and I'm surprised he hasn't gotten any love yet. So please, Harry Mason would be a great choice. For the Resident Evil characters, Jill and Leon. For Jill, it was kind of hard to think of another legendary because we already have the goats, Claire and Sheva. So if I had to choose another female character from Resident Evil to be added, I would honestly have to say Helena Harper. She's a very underrated character from Resident Evil 6. I grew up playing Resident Evil 6 as one of my Resident Evil games. A lot of people hate it, whatever. Helena Harper's cool. And for Leon, I actually had a few choices off the top of my head, but if I really had to choose one, I would say Piers Nivens, who's also from RE6, because RE6, people have hated on it for long enough, man. Just Just come on, man. It's not that bad of a game. It's fun. That's really all you need from a video game. Next, Yoichi. For Yoichi, it was kind of tough because there's two main characters from the movie that he's only in as a little boy, the very first Ringu. So if I had to choose one, I would say Reiko Asakawa, which is his mother. She deserves a spot. And hopefully they get the... I think the reason why the dad or the mom couldn't join in the chapter was of... what is it called? They couldn't get the likeness of the actors. So they just went up and aged Yoichi. So maybe they could go back on that after the success of... I don't know, the chapter was very successful now that I think about it. It's one of my favorite chapters, but like... Sadako has been changed way too many times, and Yoichi isn't even a popular character, so... It's kind of tough for us Yoichi fans, Ringu fans. So anyway, on to more Resident Evil characters. Ada Wong and Rebecca Chambers. For Ada, I chose Ingrid Hunnigan. The lady that helps out Leon throughout the games, really. But mostly, she has a star role in Resident Evil 4. Pretty much everyone's favorite Resident Evil. I've seen to be the only guy that, like, loves RE5 and RE7. So, anyway, for Rebecca Chambers, I think the easy choice would be Billy Cohen from Resident Evil 0. They had a whole game together, and she needs more cosmetics. And Billy Cohen, if you want to do a legendary, just do him. Alien chapter, Ellen Ripley. Alien, what's that new movie called? Alien Romulus, I think it's called. They're adding the main character, Rain, as a legendary skin for Ripley soon, which I think is kind of iffy because, first of all, the movie's not even out yet. Second of all, we don't even know if the character's going to be likable. So, really, I have no idea how that's going to work. So, if it was up to me, if I was, you know, helping hash out all the skin ideas for Dead by Daylight, I would have chosen Corporal Dwayne Hicks from Aliens, the sequel, because he's just an awesome character. I fell in love with him. Played by Michael Biehn, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his last name, Biehn. He's the one that helps Ripley learn how to hold and use a pulse rifle and gives her a little bit of tactics that she uses when she enters the Xenomorph hive at the end of the movie. So Hicks is a pretty important character, and plus he ends up surviving the events of the movie, but then part 3 happened, unfortunately. So I pretty much just watched the first and second. I don't even bother with the rest of them. But Dwayne Hicks, I'm sad that we don't got him yet. Please, just show us some Space Marine stuff, some Colonial Marine stuff, please. Next, Alan Wake. So Alan Wake, there's a few other characters I would like to see. Like, for example, I think his best friend Barry would be a fun legendary skin, but if I really had to choose one person, it's probably kind of weird. I'm just gonna have to say I think Sheriff Tim Breaker, played by Sean Ashmore, would be a great choice for Alan Wake because he's a good character, and we find out that Tim Breaker's the character that Sean Ashmore plays, he's spread throughout the multiverse. So there's a whole bunch of different versions of him. And he's thrown into a bunch of different scenarios. So, is it so far off to guess that he just showed up in the Entity's realm one day? So, I think that would be pretty cool. And for the Dungeons & Dragons characters, I can't remember their names for the life of me. But I guess I looked it up right here, and it says that they're called the Troop. So if I could add a legendary skin for the Troop, I'm going to have to say, because I used to read these books a little bit when I was a kid. I don't remember a lot of them, but I remember really liking this character. I think Dritz Do'Urden, or Duerden, I'm having trouble pronouncing his last name, but I think Dritz would make an amazing character. At the same time, Dritz is a warrior. He has 2 swords, and he has his pet tiger, or panther. Is it a tiger or a panther? It's a panther, I think. But anyway, yeah, he's a fighter, so, but he's the only Dungeons & Dragons character I know by name and actually know a little bit about. So I think Dritz would be kind of cool to add more of a non-traditional human character into the game, because I think there should be more non-human survivors, not like completely alien, but you know, more elves and maybe more add a halfling. You know what? That'd be kind of interesting. Anyway, moving on to killers. So killers is very hard, especially for characters like, I don't know, Wesker and Freddy Krueger, so I kind of skipped over a lot of characters. So this part is pretty lacking, so I'm just going to tell you some of the ideas I came up with. So for the pig, I think, the pig from Saw, I would like to see Mark Hoffman as a legendary skin. At first I was thinking maybe just add Jigsaw himself, but he like, after the first movie, he's pretty much just wheelchair bound and then he dies. So I don't know. Jigsaw could work, but technically we already have his robe in game because Amanda wears it. And I don't know, it'd be interesting to have a big guy like Mark Hoffman play the pig. So let me know what you think about that one. For the Cenobite, I was thinking maybe Butterball, but like, I don't know. Butterball he's not all that interesting. So if I got to choose one, there's a whole lot of different Cenobites you can use. Just the CD one, I forgot his name, CD Head or something. But if I really got to choose one, I would say Deep Throat, the lady Cenobite, or the feminine Cenobite from the first movie that speaks to Carrie alongside Pinhead. So I think she would be cool. For the Xenomorph is a pretty much easy choice. The Predalien, I don't know when they should have that one. Maybe when they had Predator, because Predator, I don't know. It's a whole long story, a whole other mess that I don't really feel like talking about right now. But Predalien would be a good solid choice. For Chucky, Child's Play, another easy choice. His daughter, or his child, his non-binary child, Glenda Ray. I think they should be added into the game. I mean, it doesn't make sense because from what I remember, I haven't watched the series. I remember watching a bit of Seed of Chucky, but Glenn or Glenda isn't really a fan of killing people, from what I remember. So maybe that's changed in the TV show. I don't know. I don't feel like watching a TV. I don't feel like getting invested in another TV show right now. I'm barely giving My Hero Academia another chance since I watched it, I think, like in my freshman year of high school. So I have commitment issues when it comes to watching TV. So anyway, and the final killer that I had an idea for was Vecna. Vecna is another weird character like Wesker and Freddy Krueger, where it's hard to think of another character that could fit them exactly the same. But I don't know. Let me cook for a second. I would really like to see a Mind Flayer. I don't know any major Mind Flayer characters, but I'm thinking of the kind of Mind Flayer with the long robes and they look like Cthulhu with their tentacle heads. They're I was about to say something else. The squid heads, basically. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying, bro. A Mind Flayer would be a good idea for legendary skin. So the video is already going to be about, oh god, we're going to go on 13 minutes long. So I'm going to cut it there. Let me know what other ideas of legendary skins that you have for some of your favorite characters. Let me know if my ideas are bad, or if you like my ideas. Just give me some feedback down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, well, thank you for at least giving me your time to watch the video. And if you want to see more content like this and from me, feel free to subscribe. It's free and I try to upload as much as I can. I've kind of been lacking this past week or so, but I promise I promise if whenever I go missing, it won't be more than a week. So, I don't know, I can't promise that. I try to upload as much as I can. So, this video is going to be really long, so I'm going to cut it short. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.